You're watching SBoyTV.
Who we got on the backdrop right now, man? Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Man, it's UknoSmooth, man. If you ain't know it before, you know it now. Come on, man. Let's get it.
Something like that, huh?
Feel me? Something like.
All right, man. Let's start at the beginning, man. What was life like growing up for you?
So I feel like life growing up for me, I'm not gonna say I had it like completely rough. It more than likely got rough when I got a little older and I had to like fend for myself for real. But growing up, I just had like childhood that everybody else had really. Like I had opportunities for myself. Like, you feel me? I feel fortunate enough to have both parents in my life. You feel what I'm saying? So a lot of people be like, I ain't have my dad. I didn't have my dad when I was younger. I'm not gonna lie. He wasn't in my life. But when I got older, I had both. But I had my mom's at one point, then I had my dad. But I lost both at some point. That's where everything started to take a turn for me. So when I was younger though, it was pretty cool for me, I guess. I could say it was all right.
Yeah, so is that how you got into the music? Like,
yeah, so growing up, I say like in my teenage years, I feel like the music aspect, my mama got locked up. So when my mom's got locked, it was like that was the person I was with every single day. So I was like forced to move with my pops at that point. So staying with my pops, I never stayed with him before. So it was like a whole new environment for me, whole new schools, everything. Like I had to transfer, I had to like meet new people, everything. So when my mom was locked up, I used to have to call her through a jail phone every single day. So it's like when you can't talk to the person that you used to talk to every day, it's like you got to find some type of avenue to go in when you can't talk to your pops because you didn't really know him like that. You get what I'm saying? Like, I knew my pops, I was with him, but I wasn't with him for real. Like, he wasn't in my life constantly. You feel what I'm saying? So I think that pain I was feeling, I sort of put that on paper, and that's what turned it into music.
dang, that's a wonderful story. You know what I'm saying?
For real, like,
I mean, you go through a lot of pain, but like when you able to like turn it into some gold, it's all worth it sometimes, man.
Yeah, I feel like the after effect of everything, I feel like everything happens for a reason. So people be saying like, I never wish that this would have happened. I feel like everything happened for a reason. Like my mama getting locked up, me having to move with my pops and being somewhere I didn't know. I had a different environment now. It changed me. So like now that I do music, I feel like that all happened for a reason. It was supposed to happen like that. That's why I'm right here.
Oh, that's real.
Yeah.
That's dope. So when you touched on when you first got into the music, it was through the pain. What type of style of the music was you doing? Because you're a real versatile artist, from what I hear. You got the melodic, you can really spit. Like so, like where did it start? Like was you straight melodic when you first started?
I was like growing up, I love like real rap. Like that was my passion. Like I was a battle rap fan. Like I was one of them people that wanted to hear the grimy, the real rap. Like you feel me? Like the metaphors, the bars. So in school, like when I was going to Brace when I was younger. So like we used to be at the lunch table, like battle rapping and stuff. One of my mans, he used to like try to like always compete with me. And I used to be like, bro, you can't, you feel me? You can't get with me, bro. I'm just letting you know this. But we was battle rapping at the table and he mentioned something. And I'm like, oh, that's how you coming? So then I had hit him with a bar or whatever. They going crazy, like, oh, he done killed him. Like they running around the lunch tables and everything. And they was like, bro, you really know how to rap for real? Like I was like, you feel me? It was just normal to me. Like I used to grow up watching battle rap. Ever since that point, I always knew I could rap. So then when I started like actually start doing it, I started off like bar heavy, like metaphorical, real bars. But that lane, like that melodic sound caught my ear. Like I used to listen to like Polo G and he had that like that pain, you could feel it. And that's what I was going through. So when you hear something like that and you could relate to that, it make you want to go in that lane now. So I'm like, that's hard. And I could sing though. You get what I'm saying? So like I was a real singer. Like I could really sing. So I'm like, you know what if I just combine the two? Snapped everything. Like it changed my whole little avenue. Like I started getting called, I started getting messages, everything. Like it just switched for me. That was it.
Yeah, no, that's real too. I'm glad you said Polo G, because that was an artist I listened to, and AyeWhy. Like here, the music here, you really don't hear a lot of melodic music. You know what I'm saying? It's not at the forefront here. I say that. Yeah. So when I would like find like AyeWhy's of the world, Polo G's, and I'd be so attached. But when I found artists here that was doing it, I'm like, oh, we on.
Oh yeah, that's the best part. Is because it's like you look at the city, we all just straight grimy. Like you feel me? That's really it. But then when you find people like in that bracket, you be like, oh yeah, I gotta work with him. Like it makes sense to me. Like I mess with the TLB Dukes and the SBRPZs and you feel me, the Kev Honchos. Like I mess with them because it's like they bring a different sound. It's like when you hear it, it always elevate versus everybody else. So like if you put them up against anybody, they always differentiate from everybody else that you hear. Yeah. That makes you want to work with them. It's not even about the money or anything. We got the money, you know what I'm saying? It's just all about if it makes sense. Yeah. I think all of those make sense. I got to work with these people to like really, like, you know what I'm saying? Get us up out of here because that's what they want to hear. No, we all got our own lane. And I feel like us connecting is legendary. So like me growing up listening to like, I listened to AyeWhy, like the Polo G's, and like I was listening to Dirk like even before when Dirk used to really be spitting that pain music, like that was the Dirk I was listening to too. That stuff be hard.
Yeah, it's hard. I really don't know why people don't like melodic music. Like they be saying it sounds like people just whining and crying, but it don't sound like that to me.
It's how you put it out, bro. Like people get this like Rod Wave conception. They be like, man, he always crying on every song. But it's like, bro, you got to realize that's him, though. Like, how you going to take that? Oh, like, that's like people be like, if Curry couldn't shoot, he'll be nothing. Bro, that's what he do, bro. How you going to strip him of what he do? That don't even make sense. So it's like that melodic sound for me was everything. So it's like, that's what I do. But don't get it messed up because I could really get in that bracket and, like, really stir something up for real. And they found that out quick. Like, you get what I'm saying? Quick.
Yeah, when I found it out, I was like, oh, snap. It caught me off guard. You know what I'm saying? Because it is really hard to be versatile like that. So what is that like for you in the creative process? Like, do you kind of choose how you want to come on a song already, or you just kind of go off how you feeling? Like,
it go off really like inspiration. Like, I feel like whatever I'm feeling at the moment, because like I want to do everything. Like when it come to me, I want to do like country songs and stuff. Like, I want to be everywhere. Like, you feel me? But it all gotta like come in time. And like I feel like once I get this melodic sound out and that's like my main source, I could try different things and people wouldn't accept it. Because people won't accept you early on. They be like, man, that's corny. Until you make it. Like that's how everybody start. The melodic sound. Nobody wasn't messing with that until somebody made it popping. So I just gotta perfect that, then branch off. But when it comes from inspiration, I was doing like drill music. I was doing melodic sound. I was doing like bar heavy, the Detroit scene. I was like on some, what is it, like Logic, J. Cole type stuff, Drake. Like I was doing all of it.
Do you think that kind of like makes it harder to build a cult fan base though when you kind of switching it up too much?
Yes and no. Okay. The reason I say yes is because when you got different people, I connect with the people. So like when they hear music, they be like, man, I love that. But like that, I couldn't really care for like that. I talk to them like on a personal basis, like, you know what? That's what you like. I got more music like that. It keep them in tune. So like, let's say if I drop a tape, I usually have like different songs on there for everybody to listen to. You get what I'm saying? It give everybody a fresh feel and it keep people engaged so they won't just get one sound. No, I say is because when you're doing a little too much, it's hard to keep up with that. So a lot of people be like, bro, stay in one lane till you get there, which is true. But at the same time, it don't hurt to give people a different feel because you never know what's going to blow you up. Yeah. That melodic sound might be your ticket. That Detroit rap sound might be your ticket. You never know. That's why everybody be so scared to jump out that element. I think you should. Like, you know what I'm saying? Try everything. It don't matter.
That's a good way to look at it.
Yeah, something got to work. Like, you know what I'm saying? If one thing don't work, why just stop there?
And you kind of robbing your fans of it anyway because they can't really see how versatile you are if you only giving them a certain thing. So yeah.
Exactly.
And how you start. Like, if you start off always being versatile with them, they always understand it when you come different. Because I done had some artists I was following, then they switched it up out of nowhere, and I was like, yeah, I ain't liking it dog no more. You know what I'm saying? Because it came out of nowhere. Like, if you would have showed it on early on, I'd have said, oh, he got that bag too. But when you just threw it at us, I'm like, whoa, wait a minute.
That's the thing, though. I be like, it'd be hard not to name drop, but in a sense, it's like people, when they do it, I recognize it because they'll force it. Don't force it. Like, you feel me? If that's not your bag, just stay with what you know, because if that's what's going to get you there, you could dang near hop on anything later on once you on. But it'd be the simple fact, people be trying to, like, I done seen melodic artists that's from the city try to switch to that city sound. It don't work. Like, you don't have to do that because everybody else doing it. You get what I'm saying? Just be you.
See, that's hard, though, too, because how do you stay motivated for yourself? Having that melodic bag, but you putting out records, you putting it all out, and people just still not receiving this sound. It's not that the song trash. It's just not the sound being so... It's not like at the forefront here. So I can see how people be like... Because I see a lot of melodic artists... A lot of people be trying to push them to just do hooks on their songs. It's like, yo, bro, like, I'm more than a hook. Like,
that's facts, though. You don't want to just be a hook. Be like, bro, come on now. Like, I can.
So how do you stay motivated, though, with that going on?
I feel like what I hear all the time is that everybody that supports you is not always gonna be from your city. So you got to understand that just because everybody in the city doing a certain sound don't mean you got to do it because other people out of state. So I done got people telling me to fly out to do something because they hear that sound. You get what I'm saying? That's why you stay motivated, is because you don't want to be a city rapper. You want to be like mainstream, global. You want to be everywhere. You get them? That's the whole goal. So you got to stay motivated. That's the main thing, because a lot of people that rap in the city, it's a lot of them that made it mainstream, which is great. But I'm saying you don't see a lot of it because it's a lot of, like, it's repetitive. You hear the same stuff. So what keeps me motivated is that I know for a fact my sound is everywhere. That's what I feel. We just starting. I'm not saying we just starting, but you could tell, like, the city is open right now. Detroit, they sound is like hitting right now. It wasn't always like that. The reason I stay motivated is because I know for a fact somebody is gonna like this sound, even if it's not my city. You get what I'm saying? It's gonna be somewhere.
Yeah, and I'm glad you said that, because I disagree when people say you got to have your city first. I think you can get any city first.
Exactly.
Any city that's receptive to your sound and your style.
That's how it's supposed to be, because a lot of people don't think like that. They be like, man, my city ain't messing with me. Why would I even go to? That's the part you're missing, is because what if your sound is not for the people here? Like, you get what I'm saying? That's what, go out, go travel, stack up that bag, you get what I'm saying? Work everything so you can go travel, go do some shows out in Atlanta, do some shows out in Texas. Like, you get what I'm saying? They might mess with you out there. Then when they start messing with you, you feel the love from there that you wasn't getting from your city. You damn near be looking like, dang, I don't even want to come back. But you get what I'm saying? But it's all about.
Sometimes your city will catch up too. Like, once they see that other people receiving you, they like, oh, we tripping, we overlooking, bro. Like,
yeah, you know, it's controversial. Like, people was like, Eminem don't be showing love to the city, da da da. But it's the thing though, Eminem felt like the city wasn't showing him love. You get what I'm saying? That's the part that y'all missing, is that if you're not with somebody shooting in the gym, they don't owe you nothing. So when they make it, they don't, just because they from the city, don't mean I got to get to my city if y'all wasn't even helping me. That's the whole point. Yeah. If you see somebody working, you be like, oh, they hard, but don't show no love. When they make it, don't try to be like, all right, but let me try to get them, because they might not even do it. You get what I'm saying? Because me personally, I get you got to have a certain name and stuff like that to get on, which is cool. I understand it sometimes, because like, I can't be bitter about it. I used to be thinking like, man, they ain't hit me up. When I get big or whatever, I ain't never going to that. But you can't be like that. Sometimes you don't get noticed because you got to get a buzz going. But that don't mean I owe the city anything if they wasn't like messing with me. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. If my first city blow was like Atlanta or something like that, my city was not messing with me, why would I come back to the city to show love? It don't even make sense.
Yep. Hey, you preaching, brother.
Yeah, for real.
You preaching. Now, I see you wearing Nike Tech a lot, man. You be dripping with it. Now, I always say, real hoopers wear Nike Techs. Now, are you saying you a real hooper? Is that what I'm getting from it?
Hey, man, I'm going to just be honest with you right now. Ain't nobody out the city that rap messing with me for real, for real. Like, this is for everybody that's saying that they rap and hoop. That's me. You feel what I'm saying? They got to check in with me first. I got to hear you, see you, do something. Okay. Because I know for a fact them Nike Techs, they not just for show. Like, you feel me? I really wear that to the gym and then get the hooping in the Nike Tech and show you what it's really like. You get what I'm saying?
So like you got like, you a bucket, you a shooter, like what type of game you got?
I'm everything, bro. Just like I'm versatile in music, I'm versatile in the hooping too, bro.
You can't be everything.
I'm telling you, bro. I'm that guy, bro. Sometimes I can't even explain it, bro. It's just me, bro. It's in me. Like,
so you got people that vouch for you on this.
Most definitely. Like, you know, you got a couple haters, because I was giving them buckets, so they gonna be like, man, no, he went. But yeah, I was that. Like, back in like middle school and everything like that, I was really like hooping for real. I had personal trainers, I had everything. Like, I really wanted to be a hooper. That stopped because like it was more of the energy fact, like getting hurt and stuff like that. I used to like mess up my knees and stuff. It was real dreadful to me, so I stopped like doing it as much. But like, I was really like that. Like, I was a walking bucket. You know how they say you a walking bucket? That was really me. Like,
oh yeah, we gotta test that out.
Oh yeah, anybody in the city want smoke? You know where to see me at.
We gotta test that out, man.
Oh yeah.
So probably was like last week, man. I saw that you was about to be signed to Coulda Been Records, man. Go ahead and touch on that situation.
So it's crazy, bro. I ain't even gonna lie, it's been about 40 messages, bro. Everybody saying, what happened? What happened? I can't believe they did you like that, bro. And I'm gonna be honest, bro. I didn't mess with the fact that they treated them people like that. Like, I'm about to just go ahead and tell the story because I never touched on it till now. So I get to the place, Druski posted that if you want to perform at the Fox Theater, meet here at 4 o'clock. I met there I was there at 3:30. So I see a bunch of people coming in. It's G-Mac Cash, everybody coming in. As we get inside at 4 o'clock, they telling us, line up here, stuff like that. And if you get the little ticket and stuff like that to say talent, you know what? I got it with me. Hey, you can hand me that ticket right there.
Oh, my boy coming with receipts.
I got everything. Just so y'all don't think I'm capping or nothing like that. You can come bring it to me.
My boy coming with
Just so nobody don't think I'm capping. You feel what I'm saying? It's it right here. It say could have been records, working talent. You feel me? This is what you get if you would have made it. You get what I'm saying? To see them at 6:30 to perform. This right here. You know what I'm saying? So I got there. I performed my song and stuff like that. I was the third person to go. So after I went, I'm performing. They loving it. He like, you wrote that yourself? I'm like, yeah.
Who's saying this, Druski?
No, he had 3 people. It was 3 people sitting in that room judging us.
Okay.
I don't know the guys. I remember one guy because I got his Instagram.
So you saying it's an audition before?
Audition before you get to perform at the Fox.
Okay.
So I auditioned and I got the talent thing, right? Okay. So they said come back at 6:30. I'm like, cool, I'm in there. They said it was supposed to be 20 people. Mind you, they didn't say nothing beforehand other than the text message that meet at 6:30. I even got the receipts in my phone. Like, you feel what I'm saying? The text message, they said meet here at 6:30 no later than 7 or you won't perform. I'm there at 6:30 on the nose. Like, I'm there on time, everything. We get in there, they walking us down. We all chilling, stuff like that. I know Cloner, G-Mac Cash, we all walking, talking, everything. So we sitting in there for a good hour and a half, 2 hours. I'm like, bro, what's going on? Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, what's the problem? Dude come in there, he like, well, I'm gonna just let y'all know, somebody might not be able to get to perform. I'm like, what you mean? Like, you get what I'm saying? Why ain't y'all say this before we drove up here? And you get what I'm saying? Wasted gas to get up, everything.
Somebody out of the 20, they saying?
Yeah, they saying somebody out of the 20 is not gonna be able to perform.
Somebody meaning one person.
No, they talking about multiple people, and that's the whole thing. I'm like, what you mean? Like, somebody ain't gonna be able to get to perform. We about to say a couple names. They about to come up. They gonna perform, and the last couple people we gonna bring y'all up. So whoever don't get to perform, don't. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, cause of they timing. I'm like, so you telling me that y'all didn't have the times planned out when y'all said 20 people? Y'all should have had it to where boom. Let's make it to where we got a 10-minute bracket for each performer if we pull in 20. You get what I'm saying? That's how business is supposed to work. You're supposed to set it according to the timing. You get what I'm saying? So they've pulled the first 10 people. Mind you, before that, we in there rapping for an hour and a half, 2. We just freestyling. I'm in there, G-Mac Cash. Everybody rapping in a circle, cutting up everything. We ready to go. Then they pulled the first 10 people. So it's more than 10 people in there. It was supposed to be 20 people. It's more people sitting in there. So we sitting in there, we waiting. And hours go past. We like, bro, how long do it take? Like, you get what I'm saying? It end at 10.
Right.
So I think 9 something, they like, all right, come on. I'm going back there. I'm the second person that's about to go up. They sitting there, they doing their little thing. Druski doing a little talent show. So you know how he do the little talent shows where he be like, no, next. You get what I'm saying? They doing that live as a performance.
Right.
So I'm seeing it, and Babyface Ray come on. He turning up, you feel me? Family over money. We recording everything. We hype, thinking that we about to go on. I think one person went, and they like, all right, that's it for everybody. I'm like, what? Like, you get what I'm saying? I'm so confused. It's why would y'all even bring us here?
Oh, so you was supposed to perform.
Yep. I was supposed to perform in front of Druski live on the show.
Okay, so wait, because Babyface Ray came out as a performance for the crowd, right?
Yeah.
You saying you was supposed to be somebody that was supposed to be...
Yeah, performing in front of Druski, the live talent show that he be doing.
Right.
When he be next, then somebody come perform from you. Could have been records.
Right.
G-Mac Cash.
But Ray ended out the show, right?
No, I think one more person went after Ray, if I'm not mistaken.
To get judged.
Yeah.
Okay, and you was y'all was supposed to be a part of that.
Line of people just sitting there. We waiting. They like, all right, that's it, 10 o'clock. Because I asked him, I'm like, don't it end at 10? Yeah. He look over to his man. He like, hey, don't it end at 10? He like, yeah, it end at 10. He's like, that's it. Everybody going. I'm like, what? I'm baffled. I ain't gonna lie. I'm sitting there. I'm like, bro, so y'all telling me, y'all literally gave me this, told me to be here at 6:30. Then come to find out we don't get to perform. And before that, they was like, we gonna promise y'all with merch, hats, shirts, everything. They kicked us out the building. They like, get out. Basically just told us get out.
So so did you get any merch, hats?
Yeah, so this is what happened. I'm about to explain it. They pushing us out the way. Dude got his hand on my chest, and I'm moving bro, you don't have to touch me for me to get out the building. They trying
you legit saying they pushing y'all out.
They literally pushing us out the building. They trying to let Druski through. Right. I'm like, y'all ain't got to touch me to get me out the building. If y'all trying to kick me out, but y'all did promise us merch, everything, even still. You get what I'm saying? We didn't get to perform, so y'all really just cut us short anyway.
Right.
So we get downstairs and we not leaving. We just sitting there. Like, I'm literally waiting there. It's like we got like 10 people just sitting right there. We mad as hell. We like, bro, we didn't get to perform. We didn't get none of the merch y'all promised. And y'all just trying to kick us out the building. We not leaving. So management come. He like, hey, bro, I'm sorry that this had to happen. We ain't mean to do y'all like this, da-da-da. We gonna try to make it to the best of our ability to get y'all like something, or I'm gonna try to go talk to Druski because he in a meeting. Bro, this nigga was not in a meeting, bro. I looked at Jack Funny's story, bro. When they was in that back room, they was doing the perky dance, bro. That's why I'm like, y'all niggas is lying. Right. So I'm like, I'm really fed up for real. So he go back there, he looking for the stuff, da-da-da-da-da. He come back out with some coulda been hats. You can hand me that hat? I'm about to show you the hat too, just so they don't think I'm capping. You feel what I'm saying?
Oh, my man got it all.
And this is some bullshit, cause I ain't gonna lie. Look what this say. This shit say coulda been. Bro, if this ain't the most insulting shit in the world, bro, bro, I was mad as hell, bro. I'm like, they gave me the coulda been hat. That's crazy as hell. So then it's like, bro, I'm asking, bro, I'm like, you could at least go talk to him. He's like, he in a meeting. We can't talk to him right now. Eventually, they like, man, y'all got to get out, or we calling like the police type shit. Like, they was like, y'all got to get out.
Oh, man.
Because the Fox people was like, we ain't got nothing to do with the Druski showcase. Y'all got to leave. Right. So eventually, they end up kicking us out the building, bro. I'm like, I'm mad as hell because I wasted 4 hours of my day. I could have been doing something productive at the studio, anything. Yeah. They promised us the little shit because they gave us the ticket and said that we was going to perform at the Fox Theater. Got the screenshot of him posting on his story, so they don't think I'm capping because he deleted it, of course. Yeah. The people that was in the group chat left the group chat. So we was texting like, hey, y'all really just did a bold, da-da-da-da-da. Something needs to shake. Cause like, you know what I'm saying? That's bold as hell. They left the group chat. Oh, I'm like, man. Wow, that's how they plan it. I'm like, all right, cool. So like I DM Druski and stuff like that. I tell him how I feel about it and like they should make that shit right. Like I'm mad at management. I'm mad at Druski in a sense because it's like they didn't make no time for the people that, if he really went back there to go say something to you, at the end of the day, y'all didn't give a fuck. So somebody got to make it right. You get what I'm saying? Right. And at the end of the day, it's like, how are y'all cutting these people short? And then he went out to the next day to go do the same thing. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's some bullshit. Y'all using people for their time. So let's say if somebody don't show up on time for their performance, like Babyface Ray and show up on time, let's dish somebody in real quick. Or like, that's bold as hell, bro. Get y'all shit together and make sure the people that y'all promised to perform. Yeah. Like, you get what I'm saying? Make it right. Yeah. And then since y'all hold it's like that kicking us out the building and everything like that, they yelling and shit like that, bro. We the artists, bro. We not trying to like, you get what I'm saying, be no burden to y'all, but we was promised the Fox Theater. You get what I'm saying? We in the building. They kicking us out the building and shit, so I feel like that was bold as hell, bro. Like, they really hold us. And that's why I'm like, all right, I ain't even finna trip. Like, you get what I'm saying?
No, that's crazy.
So, at the end of the day, I don't know, like, what the hell I was supposed to do after that. I was going to make the video. I was going to post it because people need to be aware that, like, these people that so-called, like, famous and shit like that, a lot of people don't speak up because they be nervous, like, I'm going to mess up a connection or I'm not going to be able to perform for Druski. I don't care about none of that because at the end of the day, bro, you got to stand on morals. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm a person, if I do business with somebody, you going to get what you, like, came for. Yeah. So at the end of the day, it's like, I don't got no problem with Druski, his staff, nothing. The two people was cool that I seen his staff. I followed them on Instagram. But at the end of the day, somebody got to stand on that. Yeah. I would never come to a Druski event. I would never pay for nothing unless that gets right. Like, you feel me? Yeah. I don't even have a problem with Druski. He seemed cool as hell, but it's like, I can't rock with that though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's just how it is. Nothing personal, but somebody got to own up to that shit because that was dead wrong. Yeah. So I think the highlight of that, I talked to Babyface Ray for like 2 minutes. Like, that was probably the highlight.
You got something out of it.
Yeah, a handshake. Like, you feel me? That's crazy as hell. So it was like, it was cool. But
dang, that's crazy to hear, man. So with that, man, what advice would you have for artists to prevent, you know what I'm saying, situations like that?
I would say, because that right there is like, they promising you something, they sort of like gypped you out of what you was coming for. So it's like something you can't really prep for. But in a sense, the only thing I can say to artists is that always just be prepared for the worst. Like, don't come in with your head set to like always be on top. Don't think, like, even with DMs, like I be telling some of the people that get DMs from these famous people, I've been through this before. Sometimes they just hitting you up to get some money out of you, bro. It's not always they rocking with your music. They might have seen you and thought you was a ham. Like, for real. Like, I be telling my peoples that, like, stop. I got so many messages in my phone of like people that's really famous for real doing this music shit. Like, I got about a lot. I can't even count it, but I be telling them, don't fall for the tricks, bro. They be like, I got a mixtape I'm trying to put you on, or what's your budget? Bro, if they was really fucking with you, they'll try to get in touch with you. Meet it. Like, you get what I'm saying? Yeah. Don't always fall for it. The emails, this say cheap. Like, sometimes pay attention to what the emails say. Like, as an artist, don't be so quick to jump to the first thing that looks so promising, bro. Because everything that glitters ain't gold, bro. That's the first thing I could tell y'all. Because artists get so caught up in that, man, I'm about to be famous. I'm about to be on because this happened. Wait a second first. Pay attention. What did they tell you? What are they trying to sell you? Like, you get what I'm saying? When 1 + 1 don't equal 2, something ain't. You get what I'm saying? Something ain't right.
Oh, hey, you said it, man. That's some
Real
good.
shit.
That's some good game too, man.
Hell yeah.
You dropped a lot of gems on this joint.
Yeah, and it's
start to finish.
for real, because I've been doing this shit. I ain't gonna say I've been doing this shit for a long ass time, but I did it enough to know, like, all right, what to watch out for. Every famous person ain't in it to just see you shine. The only nigga I could really say, like, for real, that really wanted to see me shine was Luke Hill. Like, you know him? His name Luke Hill. Like, he done did songs with, like, B&B Rock. He like a singer. Yeah. He showed me mad love. Like, when we was in the city, he came to the city one day. And mind you, that's another story too, because we started off on a crazy ass path at first. I commented under one of his shit and was like, if I get 1,000 comments, can I get a feature? He said, yeah. I'm like, oh shit. Like, I gotta share this. I'm sharing it to all my peoples. That bitch hit 1,000 likes in like 5 minutes. I promise you, that bitch was going up. Nigga, I screenshotted it. I'm getting everything. I'm screen recording it. Sent it back to him. He never responded. I'm like, okay, cool. He might be busy. Weeks go past. He's still posting. He took down the post like 15 minutes after. I know he's seen when it hit 1,000, but he deleted it, which made me feel some type of way, because it's like, bro, I know you took that down because it hit that. Right. So now you ain't got to own up to it because it's gone, but I already screenshotted it. His viewpoint when I texted him, because it was on Hearts of the Streets. In the comments, I'm like, I ain't gonna lie. It was like sort of petty, but in a way, it got his attention. So you get what I'm saying? It was a good thing that I did say it. I was like, yeah, he be scamming people out of features. He ain't like that. So he commented back on my stuff and was like, bro, what you talking about? He DM'd me. So this whole time I'm DMing you, asking you about the feature. Never replied, never read it. But the one time somebody say something wrong about you, he went to it and was like, bro, what you talking about? I sent it back to him. I'm like, bro, you promised me a feature. He was like, bro, I got 3 million followers on the gram. You don't think niggas be going through shit, and a bunch of messages. I'm like, I understand that, but you got to put yourself in my shoes. You a young artist, and one of your favorite artists say that you can get a feature with them, and they basically delete the post, bro. You gonna be feeling some type of way like I am, like man to man. It's not even on no hate. So he like, you know what? We going back and forth in the DMs. He like, you know what, bro? Call me. Send me his number. First thing he said when he called me, he like, bro, I checked out your page, bro. He was like, you hard as hell, bro. He was like, you hard as fuck. He was like, out of everything I'm telling you, bro, that right there is it. He was like, you got it. He was like, fuck the feature. Fuck me for a second. He was like, bro, you have what it takes. He just telling me like real game. He was like, I understand what you were saying to me, but you got to understand where I'm coming from. Like, we get a lot of messages every day, so our head don't be set on one thing. I'm understanding where he coming from, and he was showing mad love. So since that point, I felt like it was a way better understanding. He like, keep promoting yourself and keep grinding, don't stop. He was like, you got it. He was like, this is my real number, so if you ever feel like you want to chop it up, call about anything. He like, this is my number. So I'm like, cool. I call him like 2 days later. I wanted him to hear a song. He like, I fuck with that. So he was in the city. He was at the MGM. He was like, he posted on his story. And I'm like, hey, where you at? He was like, I'm at the MGM right now. Pull up on me. I'm like, shit. Like, I couldn't believe that. I ain't gonna lie. I'm like, okay. Because my car at the time, like, my shit wasn't, like, fast as hell. So I'm like, let me call my cousin, because I know he got some shit that's going to. So he come to pick me up. I'm dressed. We shoot there in, like, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. He's flying. So we get there. Security check us at the door. They like, hold on, let me pat y'all down, da-da-da-da-da. We go upstairs, me and my cousin. He opened the door, and he right there. So we walk in. Luke Hill, like, dapping us up. He like, what's up? He, like, treating us like family. So then he's sitting like, what y'all been up to? What y'all doing? Da-da-da. What's good in the city? Like, what can I do in the city? We telling him, like, my cousin thinking he want to do, like, some clubbing and stuff like that. I'm like, he don't really seem like the type of guy. Like, he look like he want to do something fun for real. Like, you get what I'm saying? He like, bro, he want to do something grown. I'm like, bro, calm down, bro. Like, you feel me? He might want to do something different. So I'm like, you mess with the Dave and Buster's? He's like, Dave and Buster's? What's that? I'm like, I told you, bro. Like, you feel me? He probably wanted to go to the club. I'm like, no, he didn't. So we tell him about that. I'm like, I got a music video shoot. He's like, I'll pull up. So after that, he asked me what music I was doing. We go into the room. He wanted his peoples to hear my music. He like, this my man, Smooth. I want y'all to hear his music. So I played a song, but I told my cousin specifically, if he listened to my song, record it, bro. He did not record like at all. Man. He just standing there. I'm like, bro, you serious? So we went over this already. Yeah. We rehearsed it, everything. I guess he was starstruck just like I was, because he was not recording. He listened to the music. He like this, like he just heard it for the first time. He like, He like, dog, sweet, bro. You heard this 20 times in the car, bro. So we over here just listening to it. Lil' Kel like, yeah, that's my man, da-da-da. They like, man, he hard. I'm talking to his artist. We chopping it up. He give me his Instagram. I give him mine. And then since that day and stuff like that, we was just locked in. We went on live. Yeah. Me and him was both on live together. We took some pictures. And ever since then, we was really just tied in, bro. So I feel like that was probably the most genuine connection like I've ever had from somebody that actually was like could say they made it.
Yeah. No, that's real, man. I'm glad you did get that experience, so you do know that it's real people out here too in the industry. Yeah. And as you keep, striving and going up, man, people gonna see you, and then you're gonna be in that position to be able to give back, and be that person to somebody else. Crazy. So for them people that's out there, they want to stay connected with Smooth, man, let them know where they can do that at.
Oh yeah, go ahead, hit me up at UknoSmooth on the gram. That's the letter UKNO Smooth. Anywhere. You can look me up on Google. You can look me up on the internet. But usually on Instagram, everything is there. So
that's right. All right, UknoSmooth, we out.